This is a tutorial on revising window sizes within your WUFI Passive model. If the geometry of your building changes throughout the design process, probably the best option is to change whatever model you use to import the geometry, whether it be SketchUp or GBXML, and re-import. However, if you're just testing different window sizes, or if you believe this is the final iteration, you may revise the window sizes within WUFI Passive to save yourself time and not re-import the geometry. You can change the window sizes directly in the 3D editor. The 3D editor can be accessed either under Building, the Building branch, the 3D editor box, or in the bottom left-hand screen you will always see the 3D geometry, and you can use this pop-out window which will expand your geometry. In order to edit window sizes, you need to pick the facade that you would like to edit the window sizes on. In this case, let's say I would like to edit the window sizes on this main facade we've shown here. Click that and you'll see it's clicked based on the red box that is boxing around it. There are yellow boxes indicated here. These are the other wall components that are grouped with the component you're selecting. So the selected component is always outlined in red. Now to change window sizes for this particular wall, I can either right-click and select Windows and Openings, or I can go over to the left-hand menu and select the Windows and Openings button there. When I do that, I will see my wall from the outside. Be careful, there is the option in the settings to see your wall from the inside, so be careful that you know which way you have that set up in your settings. I recommend just always using the outside so that you can follow the orientations, or the elevations. Okay, so in order to edit the different window sizes here, you can select Edit List here, so this button down here, and it shows you all of the different windows that you have on this facade. For example, here I have selected this middle on the top floor, but as I select down through these openings, different windows are selected below. As highlighted, they're outlined in red. If I'd like to change, for example, this top window in the middle, I can change the placement using the X and Y axis here. Current X and Y axis placement is here. You can see below, here's the X axis, it's about 38 feet. This facade, and it's about 22 feet tall, so that would be the Y axis. If I want to change the X axis, let's say 1 foot to the left, I would change this to 14.544, so I'm moving this 1 foot to the left, and I can change it 1 foot higher, 14.667, and I'm just revising the placement here. So this is not a delta, this is the new placement on the axis that you'd like to use. And then I will change my width now. Let's say I want to make this window slightly smaller to 3 feet wide, and I'll keep the height the same. So if I want to keep the height the same, I do not need to enter anything else for the height. It will keep the default of 5.5, or it'll keep anything that you haven't overridden with these new entries to the right. So now if I click OK, my window has moved to the left slightly and moved up slightly, and now it is 3 feet wide. If you want to change the placement, you can also simply drag and drop these windows. So I could potentially rearrange these windows as well here, simply by dragging and dropping them. If you wanted to start over, you could delete. So I'm clicking on these and pressing delete on my keyboard, or right-click delete, and you could simply select New at the top left, and you could add windows one by one. So I could select I want a window to start here in the bottom left hand corner at 4 on the x-axis and 4 on the y-axis, 4 and 4, and I'd like it to be 6 feet wide and 12 feet tall. Big window. So now I have this large window starting at 4 and 4, 6 feet wide, 12 feet tall. And again, you could move this window. So you can either edit the sizes in the list, or you can just start from scratch if you're changing the window configuration by quite a bit. Now if I click OK, now my main facade looks different. and the new window is showing up and the old windows are erased. I can do this for any facade, but only one facade at a time.